Hello North Middle School, I'm Jordan and this is Gabby and we're here for another episode of North News. Today we have a great show lined up for you.
For our first story, we have an interview that Hannah conducted with Miss Margana Stanley, our superintendent. Let's go get that clip now.
Hello, I'm Hannah here with the new superintendent, Miss Margana Stanley. Today we're going to be asking her some questions about her new job as superintendent. So Miss Stanley, now that you've had some time to settle in, how are you liking your new job?
I would have to say that I love my new job. I truly enjoy working with kids. I like the opportunity that you all are giving me today to meet you all. I like to just make sure that our kids in the Henderson County Schools have the opportunity to have every educational experience that they can. It's a very challenging position. Lots of phone calls, lots of requests, lots of conversations. I've met lots of people, but I thrive in that kind of atmosphere where there's a lot going on at once.
Now, can you tell us about some of your background information in education that led to you being able to do this job?
Sure. Absolutely. I started as a teacher at Cairo Elementary, and I taught 5th grade, and then I taught 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And I had a multi-age class, so I had 1st graders, 2nd grade, and 3rd graders all at the same time. And I would have to say along my career path, I have had mentors who have inspired me to do different things in leadership positions. And so there was a person here at the district office who encouraged me to apply for a coordinator position, which I did, and then I was able to work with guidance counselors, with our drug and alcohol programs at the high school, with our alternative program. And then from there, I worked with Tom Hurt, who used to be our Director of Pupil Personnel many years ago, and have just had the opportunity to have a lot of different experiences in our district. I've worked with the maintenance department before I took the superintendent position. I've worked with technology, was principal at A.B. Chandler for a while, and then most recently, my last 6 years, I worked as the assistant superintendent. And that opportunity is the one that probably gave me the most insight on what it would look like in a superintendent's office.
Now, I understand that the K-Prep scores have just been released recently, and I was wondering if you could tell us how North did on this test.
Oh, sure. North should be very happy. North did very well. Every content area saw some increases, maybe with the exception of writing. Writing seems to be a challenging subject area for North Middle School, along with most of our other schools. You all had gains in achievement. You all had gains in the gap area. You had gains in the growth of the students. North Middle School should be very proud of what their scores look like right now. And I would like to say, if that's all right, that I appreciate the work that the staff, that the teachers and the staff do at North Middle School. Most importantly, I appreciate the students and their dedication to what school and their learning opportunities are, because if the kids didn't perform and take their schoolwork seriously, Hannah, you all would have not gotten those scores. And you also had great leadership there.
And now last year we spoke with the former superintendent, Dr. Ritchie, and he was explaining about how maybe replacing North Middle School with a different school. And I was wondering if you could explain more about that.
Sure. That is definitely on the books for a plan. Most recently, though, our first priority plan is to look at replacing Spotsville Elementary School. And we have been working the last 6 to 8 months on the paperwork process. It probably will be another 6 or 8 months of paperwork process, getting plans approved, getting the budgets approved. Once our board approves it, then it goes to the State Department for approval. So we just kind of go back and forth month by month. So it could be another 6 to 8 months before we really see dirt being moved at Spotsville. So Spotsville's our first priority. The second one is looking at expanding our CTE program at the high school. And then the third priority is looking to buy a piece of land to build another elementary school, not to add an elementary, not to have 9 instead of 8, but to consolidate a couple schools possibly that are in some older buildings. So yes, North Middle School, South Middle School are in the plans, but they're down under the top 3 big priorities. The top 3 priorities, we're looking at 5 or 6 years to get those finished. So long term is North and South and other facilities in that range of 5 to 10 years. But it is in a plan. Yes, it is.
Well, we'd like to, from North News and North Middle School, we'd like to thank you and the school board for the donation of the laptops to our classroom.
Sure.
It has helped a lot, and we really greatly appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome. Can I share another opportunity that's coming up? I'm pleased to hear that you all are using those laptops, and we are actually going to, so I'll let Mr. Nagel know also, roll out another opportunity very similar to the one that you all have, and we're actually going to allow 16 different classrooms. So our first one was just kind of like a little pilot. We did 3 classrooms across the district, but we're now going to give the opportunity for 16 more, and the board approved $200,000 to allow 16 classrooms this opportunity also. So we're very excited about that.
Well, that's a lot of classrooms. Well, thank you for your time, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, for that interview. Our next story is Adrian interviewing Miss Blosser about the upcoming Halloween dance. Take it away, Adrian.
I'm Adrian with Miss Blosser talking about the North Dance. When is the Halloween party?
The Halloween dance is going to be Wednesday, October 29th from 5 until 7 after school.
And is there going to be a theme for this dance?
It's a Halloween theme, so we want everyone to dress up, wear their favorite school-appropriate costume. So girls, that means don't have too short of dresses or spaghetti straps, and boys don't wear any like super scary murderous costumes, and then also no masks.
Is there going to be a costume contest?
There will be a contest. We'll have best dressed male and best dressed female, and they will be given prizes.
Is there going to be any entertainment and food?
There will be lots of music, all picked by student council, and there will be food that you can purchase. There'll be pizza, sodas, and candy, but there will not be popcorn and nachos and hot dogs.
Is there any requirements the students have to meet?
This dance, everyone is welcome to come. It's only $3. We are not doing the canned good where you get in for $1 cheaper. It's just strictly $3 to get in.
Who's going to be supervising the dance?
All the teachers had a choice of which dance they wanted to supervise, and the ones that chose this one are all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teachers and elective teachers as well.
Well, sounds like fun. Thank you.
Thanks, Adrian. We are all looking forward to the Halloween dance. Our next story is Sierra interviewing Mr. Farley about the upcoming trip to the Iceman Game during school. Let's go down to the guidance office with Sierra.
Hi, this is Sierra with Mr. Farley talking about the upcoming Iceman Game. Mr. Farley, can you tell us about the trip to the Iceman Game?
The trip to the Iceman Game is going to be November 5th. It's going to be at 9:30 in the morning. So during a school day, the 8th graders are going to get to go watch the Evansville Icemen against the Elmira Jackals is the name of the team. So if you've never seen the Iceman Game, I've been a few times. It's pretty fun. We're going to be there with other schools throughout the county, and the state also of Indiana will be there. So it'd be a fun time for our 8th grade students.
What time are we leaving and getting back?
We're going to leave probably around 8:30 in the morning and return by about 1:30. So most of the school day, the 8th graders will get to go over there and see the Iceman Game.
Why is it only for the 8th grade?
Well, our 8th graders are the leaders of the building, and we wanted them to kind of have a reward for all their hard work over these last couple of years here at school, and then also a way for them to get excited about their 8th grade year and do something fun as a group. So it's basically a reward for 8th grade students for kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing here at school.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra, for that information. We can't wait to see the Iceman. Finally, we have a sad story to relate. Now to Molly with that.
This past weekend, the North family lost our beloved librarian, Mrs. Cleveland. Miss Cleveland was only here for a year, but she had a huge impact on everyone here. She always was bubbly and always had a smile on her face for everyone around. She loved reading and she loved kids. She helped kids love reading too. She will be missed dearly.
Thank you, Molly. We will all miss Miss Cleveland. That's it for another episode of North News. I'm Gabby and this is Jordan. We will be back next week. Gosh, Gabby. I just ate my hair.
Wait, did I not?
That's it for another episode of North News. I'm Gabby and this is Beyonce. We will be back next week.